Well, hello, everyone. This is your girl Zangaya, the Zen Libran, and welcome to my channel. Woman is God. Woman, we know we God, right? We just need to walk in that confidence and in that assurance. I want to say, you are the creator here on this realm. Even the feminine in the animal kingdom is the creator. Nothing can come into this realm unless it comes through you. You are the connection between spirit and the physical. Know the power that you possess. You are God. All right? All right, ladies. You know I love y'all, Divine Feminine. You know I had to come give y'all a message. You know I had to give my girls a message. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? How y'all live? How y'all live? Where y'all at now, ladies? Give me y'all energy. Where my girls at? From the front to back, cause you feeling that? Y'all feeling that? Y'all feeling that? Where my girls at? Where my girls at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? You know what I'm saying, ladies? How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing well. I hope y'all out there doing the Divine Feminine strut. I just hope y'all easy. You know what I'm saying? Being you. Because can't nobody do it better than you, boo. You know what I'm saying? And before we get our flow rolling, you know, we got to be, on it about our protection. Because the powers that be are relentless about bringing us down, harming us and everything. So we got to be relentless with our protection. So we're going to return all evil eyes to sender. I got my boy here, Elvis, whose energy is always here. I'm channeling it all the time. He made a song famous talking about return to sender. You want to hear it? Here you go. Return to sender, yeah. Address unknown, yeah. No such number, yeah. No such phone, no such number, no such phone. Ain't nobody here. Get you a life. You know what I'm saying? Go put that energy into you and quit hating. You know what I'm saying? Bitches be hating long distance. Do you hear what I'm saying? I mean, it's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just pitiful. This is an environment of consciousness, awareness, healing, love, self-love, self-healing, elevation. And if you're not on any kind of enhancement, please, baby, you came in the wrong area. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna rebuke your negative energy while you hit the door, baby, because we will forcefully move you out of our environment, because we will not allow you to disturb our peace or our calm. Okay? So I rebuke your negative energy away from me, as I will it, so mote it be. I rebuke your negative energy away from me, as I will it, so mote it be. I rebuke your negative energy away from me, as I will it, so mote it be. Above all, I will not be your victim. I will not be your victim. I will not be your victim. When you gonna get it, chicklet? You know what I'm saying? But y'all catch up one day. Y'all will catch up one day. I know y'all feeling me, Divine Feminists. I know y'all feeling me. Where y'all at, boo? Where y'all at? Where my girls at? From the front to back, is you feeling that? Yeah, I'm feeling it. Where my girls at? Where my girls at? Where y'all at, girl? I'm feeling it, girl. Girl, look. These karmics out here really think they be doing something, girl. They really think because they be with these guys that we be jealous and envious. Are you serious? Just because you riding around in a nice car with him, just because y'all got on name brand designer, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Just because y'all going on vacations and all that, okay. Why would we be envious of that? It's an image, sweetheart. That's an image y'all portraying, y'all fronting for the gram and everything else. Do they know he busting you upside your head behind the scene? Do they know that he cheat on you? Do they know that you have all type of women in your bed, men too? Do you know he don't come home weeks at a time? Huh? Do you know you be getting STDs? You know what I'm saying? So it's really look good. You know what I'm saying? And Divine Feminine is supposed to be envious of that. But you envious of Divine Feminine when she walking around with a man and he's holding her, kissing her hand, buying her flowers, spending time with her, cooking dinner, eating with each other at home, laying his head in her lap while they watching TV, him scratching her back. You know what I'm saying? Him washing her hair. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that. You ain't got that. You ain't got that somebody sitting on the toilet smoking a blunt while you in the bathtub. You know what I'm saying? And y'all talking. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that. So why would Divine Feminine be envious of you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You lonely, busting his windows, cutting his tires, fighting other bitches that he messing with. Why would Divine Feminine be tripping off of that? But y'all look good on vacation. Y'all look good on vacation. You know, is you telling us that he done screwed 2 other girls on vacation, other women that he met there, and he done screwed them? Y'all done had some threesomes, and you know what I'm saying? You letting everybody know that? But it was a beautiful island. You know what I'm saying? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. You know what I'm saying? See, ladies, these are the ladies that don't know the power that they possess. You know, like I tell you all the time, it's power in the pussy, okay? Now, these ladies, they mind ain't right. And they done found out that they got some power down there. So they using it all for the wrong reasons. They don't even know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, to use it right, your mind has to be right. You know what I'm saying? See, that's a connection between, you got a pineal gland down there, ladies, and you have one in your head. You know what I'm saying? And they are connected. You know what I'm saying? And if your mind ain't right, that whop ain't kicking. You know what I'm saying? You can do all the tricks and everything you want to in the bed. You know what I'm saying? But he is not going to be, you're not going to be wifey. Not in his heart. You know what I'm saying? Not in his heart, boo. You know what I'm saying? And you want that. You know what I'm saying? So, Divine Feminine will never be envious of you. Divine Feminine don't like licks upside her head. She likes a monogamous relationship. She don't, you know what I'm saying? She don't like going to the clinic getting the STD shots or whatever, however y'all clear that up. You know what I'm saying? So she good on hers. You know what I'm saying? She good. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got to go to a fine dining restaurant. She ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? She cool. You could just take her to the Olive Garden. You know what I'm saying? She don't need all that. You know what I'm saying? Or she can just cook at the crib. But see, you don't know how to cook, so you don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this energy out here, Divine Feminine. You know what I'm saying? And they want to flaunt their Gucci bags in your face and all that stuff. Yeah, but what did you get? You got 2 teeth knocked off of that Gucci bag? Huh? That's why you got that nose job? Because he broke your nose? Oh, okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, okay. Girl, please. You know what I'm saying? She will never. You know what I'm saying? We got creativity here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's very creative. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. You come from a family of people that are very creative. Women that are creative. Healers. You know? See, that's what I'm saying, ladies. You know what I'm saying? It's power in a pussy. You know what I'm saying? You get your creativity and your emotion from your sacral chakra. That's your womb, ladies. This is where magic happens. That's why it's called a sacral chakra, because it's sacred. This is your secret weapon, ladies. The punani. And these ladies have figured out that they have some power down there. But they're using it all for the wrong reasons, because their head ain't right. They're not right up their head at the top. And divine feminine, we know what power we possess. We use this to heal people, to make rulers. You know what I mean? That's what we do. You can either heal or kill. You know what I'm saying? And what y'all think these karmics doing? And divine feminine be jealous of that? We're the mothers, we're the creators, we're the sisters, you know what I'm saying? The number 7 is God's number. Mysticism, intuition, psychic, you know what I'm saying? That's the ladies, that's us. We all that and then some. There's so many powers that we have. And these particular females, they just use that. What about the other powers that you have? See, your mind ain't right. That's why you're using it wrong. All right? That's why you're using it wrong. Okay? You're using it for money, physical things. You know what I'm saying? Which is nothing after you bought it. You know what I'm saying? You getting money by being desirable and sleeping with these men. You know what I'm saying? Instead, you can make miracles happen with that punani. And that's what divine feminine does. Right now, divine feminine, we killing these narcissists just by not giving them the punani. You know what I'm saying? You have to love yourself, because when you love yourself, it's a fearless love. Your mind is right. You just take on the power of glow. Young lady, you over there dull as hell. You spreading yourself thin. You have no light left. You know what I'm saying? You got so many soul ties. You know what I'm saying? You missing the joy of life. You know what I'm saying? And divine feminine is not jealous or envious of you, sweetheart. Not at all. Because what you're looking for is love. We use our punani to heal. You using it to kill. And then you're killing yourself and among others. You know what I'm saying? And you know, these are the type of women that is in the media nowadays, the Instagram models and all this good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? How they glorifying sex, smutty sex. I mean, there's no love, nothing in that. You know what I'm saying? And we as elders, man, you know, we the generation above us, they got it from us. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I used to be kicking it, you know what I'm saying, and immature out here. But us being as elders, when you live and you learn, it's our responsibility to tell these young ladies, you know what I'm saying, that's not the way to go. For real. Because you're going to end up with an STD, with an incurable STD. Somebody's going to end up doing something to you. Or you just going to be just used up in life. You got more talents, more gifts than that. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the 7 sisters. You come from a family of conjurers, of healers, of psychics, of shaman. You know what I'm saying? Why you want to pick a whore? Why? And you want divine feminine, think divine feminine is jealous of that? Okay, let's get this tarot out here. I mean, you know, I actually hear my girl, you know what I'm saying? My girl is the prototype. that kicked it all off, Lil' Kim. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to be Lil' Kim nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And Lil' Kim, that was my girl. You know what I'm saying? I was buck wild out here when she came out. And that's what I used to ride to. You know what I'm saying? And Lil' Kim's the prototype. She kicked it off. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my generation is responsible for it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we responsible for the Freaknik and everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, because we partied. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we tore the 90s up. Do you hear what I'm saying? 90s was the decade for your ass. You know what I'm saying? But now we need to be responsible for the damage that we've done. You know what I'm saying? Because these young ladies behind us is emulating us. And every 10 years, each generation, it just gets more and more, it deteriorates more and more. You know what I'm saying? So we gotten away from the mysticism and the creativity and the healing and the mothering and the nurturing. We gotten away from all that. You know what I'm saying? We don't even create no more. For one, we got so many soul ties. We're giving out so much of our sacral chakra energy that we don't store any for ourselves. Ladies, we do need our energy. We just can't keep giving it to people, especially when you're not getting any back. You need to be, it has to be reciprocity so you can be fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? You sitting up here, you sleeping with these men and they're not, you giving them pleasure and they're not loving you back. You're depleting yourself. That's why your mind ain't right. And that's why you tripping with divine feminine. You know what I'm saying? She don't care about that. You out there, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all look him. You know what I'm saying? Or what she portrayed. You know, I don't know that lady. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of things behind the scenes, I mean, that we see on TV and in social media be just characters. It's a stage. So I don't know that lady. So I could just say what she portrayed, which everybody else is emulating now because she set it off. She was the prototype. You know what I'm saying? And I used to bump her stuff. But divine feminine ain't jealous of that, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this tarot out here, y'all. These karmics, yeah, look at me, look at my rings, look at my car, look at my... Girl, please, go on. I got it going on. Whoa. Y'all go ahead. We ain't trying to be Lil' Kim. You got it going on. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? I used to bump it, you know what I'm saying, in my toxic days. You got it going on. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? I used to be scared of the prick. Now I throw lips to it. Oh, handle it like a real. Had to hunt to Jenny Jack me, take it in a bun. You know, I got to clean it up for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got to clean it up for YouTube guidelines. You know what I'm saying? But I used to bump that Lil' Kim. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She say, I got land in Switzerland. Even got land in the Which is even got sands in the Marianne. Bahamas in the spring. Baby, it's a big mama thing. Can you tell by the diamonds in my ring? You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all getting all this jewelry and all this stuff, but y'all miserable as hell. Y'all miserable as hell. And y'all will trade places with divine feminine in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Y'all miserable. We not jealous of misery, baby. You know what I'm saying? We not jealous of misery. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta have a 10-carat ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with my little 14-carat, 2-carat ring. You know what I'm saying? My 14K 2-carat ring. I'm not tripping off of that. It's not like that with the divine feminine. We don't care about those things. You know what I'm saying? Your mind ain't right, young lady. You know what I'm saying? Your mind ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Bahamas in the spring. Can I tell by the diamonds in your ring? Okay. But what you doing for that? What you doing for that? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all got the, you know what I'm saying? That's what y'all do for a living. You know what I'm saying? To support y'all self. Divine feminine, she creating businesses because she don't give a cootie cat to everybody. So she has sacral chakra energy. She's creating businesses, rearing children. You know what I'm saying? Fixing diets for her family. You know what I'm saying? She's not worried about a bag. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously? And to defile her body for that? Okay? I mean, y'all have to, you work, this is your work, having sex like this. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have sex like this on a continuous basis. So you got a sex addiction. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What look Kim say? That's how many times I want to come. 21. And another one, and another one, and another one. What she say? 24 carats, nigga. That's when I'm fucking with the average nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for that cursing, but I try to clean little Kim up. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody tripping off of that. You know what I'm saying? What we got out here? For real. Well, someone is leaving the past behind or leaving a lot of manipulation and deception behind because it's not working for them anymore. That's good. You know what I'm saying? And by doing this, you know, you avoided a tower and you becoming balanced in your life. That's great. That's great. That's what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? And that is called growing. You got to go through the grow through because I was toxic at a time. I used to be out there in the clubs. You know what I'm saying? But it's stages of life that you know what I'm saying? You grow. And this person here is growing. Yeah. Mm. That's great. You want things in your life to turn out the way you know, to go the way that you want it to go. You can always live your dreams. You change your mind, you change your reality. And that's what you're doing, and I'm proud of you. You're getting balanced and grounded. And you avoided a tower in your life because you was headed nowhere fast. Where you was headed, you was going to catch an STD. You was going to catch an incurable STD. Yeah, that, and you would have been complete, utterly destroyed. No happiness in your life. But you found the truth. You know what I'm saying? That these men are emotional manipulators. They're not there for you emotionally. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't get love from externally, you have to love yourself. And I'm glad to see that you're doing this. And by doing this, you rise to your empress status. You know what I'm saying? Because that love, that energy, that sacral energy propels you to get on your throne. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to, you just can't spread yourself thin and give yourself to everybody. That special person, that should be a special person that you're sharing your body with. You know what I'm saying? And you've envied divine feminine. You've envied her. She hasn't envied you. Okay? Because now you're happy because you're living a life that you're headed toward living a life that she's lives. Peace, serenity, love, comfort, a healed life. You know what I'm saying? Proud of you. I'm proud of you because a lot of women, they don't grow. You know what I'm saying? You know? But y'all some strong women with that anal sex. I don't even see how y'all get down with that. You know what I'm saying? I consider that an outie, not an innie. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel that any real man will hurt your body, will defile your body, will put you in pain to give himself pleasure. So y'all need to stop that. And these men can say that I'm hating, but so what? They feel I'm hating, I feel I'm loving, and I'm loving you, divine feminine. That is a waste trap where waste is taken out, where waste expels from your body. You know what I'm saying? Let it be so. You know what I'm saying? You know the truth that these men are not emotionally there for you, young lady, and I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? So your kitty cat is not the only talent that you have. You know what I'm saying? And by you not spreading it around, you're able to tap into your creativity and discover what talents that you have. Okay? I love this. I love this. I love this. Let me give some more energy out here. I love this. Because you like, I got it going on. I sure used to be riding. I used to be scared of it. Oh, now I'll throw lips to it. Oh, handle it like a real, you know what I'm saying? Had to hunt to Jenny Jack me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. And these men sure will pay for them tricks. They will pay for them tricks. They'll take from a happy home where you're feeding the kids. They'll take out the savings to pay for you tricks. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your mind right, ladies. That ain't the way to go. You know what I'm saying? What she say? I got land in Switzerland. Girl, you was doing some serious screwing. You know, you say, that's how many times I want to come. 21. And another one, and another one, and another one. Girl, you want to come 21 times? Dang. You know what I'm saying? Girl, please. I be tired. I'm tired at the one, girl. Give me one good, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You know, you's a sex addict. You's a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You knew it was getting out of control. You know your life was getting out of control. It wasn't going nowhere fast. It was going downhill. Yeah. So you left this being this way behind because it wasn't working for you. And you want things to go your way in your life. Yes, I understand. You grown. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't, you know what I'm saying, reach this level. So I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? And you did this because you've been watching Divine Feminine. Yeah, you felt that you was blocked some way in life. You know what I'm saying? And you don't do nothing else but hoe. So you know that being a whore was blocking you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just heard clothing line. That you supposed to do something in fashion, a clothing line. But you want to be a whore, you know? And Divine Feminine jealous of that. Divine Feminine doing what she want to do in life. She's living in her North Node, in her purpose. You need to find yours. You know what I'm saying? And since you close your legs, it'll be easier for you too. You know what I'm saying? If you just focus on you instead of focusing on a penis. You know what I'm saying? You want to come 21 times? Girl. How many people you gotta be with? You know what I'm saying? Girl, please. Girl, please. Yeah, honey. Yeah. You've been listening to a spiritual advisor. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. You've probably been listening to Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine can be a spiritual advisor because you show watching her. You emulate her. You look up to her. You look up to her. Matter of fact, me looking at this light behind her, looks like a platform or something. Yeah, you watching, you getting advice. You getting advice. You like, that bitch just mad because I got this and she got that and she ain't got this. Girl, she ain't thinking about your ass. Now you trying to be her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get it together. But you found your way. You found your way. You know what I'm saying? Proud of you. Proud of you. You know what I'm saying? You've been watching her because you're searching for you. She's very knowledgeable, and you're interested in the knowledge that she has. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you have it too. You just have to tap into this creativity. We are all creative. We all have talents, ladies. You know what I'm saying? It's not just what's between our legs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the portal to the God realm. You know what I'm saying? But you have other talents, ladies. That portal was not to be used for the purpose for a Gucci bag. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously. You know what I'm saying? And Divine Feminine, you know what I'm saying? I got it going on. What? She ain't tripping off you. What you say? Take it in the bun. No, she ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? We like to have ladies like you because we ain't doing it. You better go get that hoe to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all good to have around because we ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let you be the fool. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you elevating. You elevating. Proud of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. You knew you was blocked. You felt blocked some kind of way in life. You know it. That's why you was listening to whoever, whatever platform you listening to, whoever you listening to, whoever you look up to, you felt blocked some kind of way in life. And you be watching her. You be watching her and you getting good advice. That's right. Empowered women are supposed to empower women. You know what I'm saying? Only unelevated, stupid, childish, toxic women are jealous of other women. You know what I'm saying? But like I feel, we all sisters. You know what I'm saying? And we need to uphold one another. Because everything began with a woman and it's going to end with a woman. This is our land, ladies, and we're not going to take the throne back unless we get it together. Young people, old people, middle-aged people, you know what I'm saying? And y'all need to learn how to listen to your elders because we done lived it. We done did it. This is a rerun. You know? And I heard the same thing from my mama then when I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? But somebody got to catch it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to listen. You know? Yeah. See? And keeping your legs closed, you know what I'm saying? And getting into yourself. You finding locked talents and stuff you didn't even know that you had. And now you able to use them. Because you stopped being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Spreading yourself, giving your energy to everybody, getting all these soul ties. You're healing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Look at you. You got your orange pants on. You getting you stepping back into your power. That represents your sacral chakra energy because you stopped being a hoe. You stopped being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that was my generation. Yeah, we did it. You know what I'm saying? Lil' Kim, you know, them, you know, we around the same age and we partied in the 90s. We did that. You know what I'm saying? And we elders, you know, Lil' Kim, you know, you got to tell them that it ain't right. We got to tell the stories that what happened to us to the next generation and tell them that it is not right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's, you know, I'm glad you found somebody to look up to get some guidance because young ladies need it. You know what I'm saying? And you really need it if you think that Divine Feminine is jealous of you taking it in the bud and, you know. No, we're not. We good. We cool. Well, this is the message that I have for my Divine Feminine. If you feel anybody could benefit from this message, ladies, please share the consciousness, share the awareness, guys, and empower women. Empower women. You know what I'm saying? We're not jealous and envious of one another because she ain't got nothing that you don't have. We possess the same. All right? All right. I love y'all. And I will see y'all on the next Divine Feminine message. Bye-bye.